Dear Na, I am now presenting to you a 3-day practice. There are many minor blessings in this practice, but its 3 greatest benefits are as follows. Wealth, first. This practice brings abundant wealth into the home, as if the house is filled with riches. Health, second. Any illness is cured by the blessings of this practice. Allah grants good health to everyone in the household. Even if just one person in the house performs this practice, the destiny of every member is transformed and their fate is set right. Business blessings, third. There is a tremendous increase in blessings upon one's business and commercial affairs. Now, since this practice lasts only 3 days, and if within these 3 days you gain all 3 benefits through this single practice, I urge you never to abandon it. Try it just once in your life. This practice is specifically for obtaining these 3 benefits, and you must recite it in the exact manner explained in the video. Included in this practice is a special supplication, a dua, which, when recited, does not cancel any other supplication. Whoever utters its words, whatever they request, Allah will surely grant it. Beginning with Surah Al-Kawthar. First, recite Al-Kawthar with its opening verse. Indeed, we have granted you Al-Kawthar, so pray to your Lord and sacrifice. Indeed, your enemy is the one cut off. Dear Nazarene, it is narrated in Musnad Ahmad that there is a canal sweeter than honey and whiter than milk, upon which the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, once had his face illuminated. He then raised his head and smiled. Then either the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, himself said, or in response to people asking why the noble Prophet smiled, he replied, "A surah has descended upon me at this very moment." Subsequently, after you recite Bismillah, recite the entire surah, that is, Surah Al-Kawthar. He said, "Do you know what Al-Kawthar is?" The people replied, "Allah and His Messenger know best." He then explained, "It is a canal in paradise, upon which there is immense goodness that my Lord has bestowed upon me. On the day of judgment, my ummah will come to it. Its vessels are as numerous as the stars in the sky. And if others are removed from it, then I will say, 'O my Lord, these are my ummah.' Then it will be said, 'You have no idea of the innovations these people have introduced after you.'" Moreover, dear Nazarene, there is a hadith stating that 2 streams descend from the sky upon it. In another narration from Nisai's hadith, it is mentioned that this event took place in the mosque. Because of this, scholars often explain that this is a Madani surah. Jurists have deduced from this hadith that Al-Kawthar was revealed with every surah and that every surah contains one unique, distinct verse. Another hadith recorded in the Musnad states that the noble Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, after reciting this verse, said, "I have been endowed with Al-Kawthar, a canal which is not excavated. On both its sides are tents of pearls. Its soil is of pure musk, and even its pebbles are genuine pearls." The 3 components of the Wazifa. Next, note that the practice comprises 3 parts. Surah Al-Kawthar, as just explained. Names of Allah. The second component involves the recitation of 2 specific names of Allah. A special supplication, dua. The third component is the special dua, which I will explain to you. This supplication is to be recited only 3 times, and if by reciting it 3 times your destiny and fortune are transformed, then imagine how fortunate you will be. Importantly, these 3 benefits will not be limited to just the person performing the practice. They will be granted to every member of your household. Dear Nazarene, this is an extremely powerful practice, a truly excellent wazifa, a secret of life that I am now revealing to you. Understand this secret well. The manner, tartib, of performing the practice. First, you must understand the proper sequence for this practice. Begin by reciting the Durood-e-Ibrahimi, salutations on the Prophet, on the prescribed count. Recite the Durood-e-Ibrahimi, the 7-fold Durood we recite in prayer, 7 times. Recite this same Durood-e-Ibrahimi with the intention of earning reward along with me as follows. Insert Durood here if needed. Next, dear Nazarene, pay close attention to every single word of this excellent Wazifa and put it into practice exactly as explained by those devoted to Allah. If you perform this practice today, I assure you that you will be making supplications for the rest of your life. Whenever I face any problem in life, I perform this very practice, and then the blessings and mercy of Allah begin to shower upon me. So, if you desire to fill your pockets and your home with wealth and riches and to always be prosperous, make this practice a must. You may perform it on any day. It is not necessary to do it on a particular day of the week. However, these 3 days are especially significant. For example, if you begin on the day of a spiritual guide, Pir, then perform the Wazifa on that day as well as on Tuesday and Wednesday. Or if you begin on Jumu'ah with the idea of starting on a Friday, then do it on Friday and on another chosen weekday. The benefits will be even greater, Insha'Allah. Whatever supplications you make will undoubtedly be accepted by Allah. Moreover, the venerable scholars of the faith affirm that this is a 100% guaranteed practice. Whoever performs it, Insha'Allah, will soon be enriched. For this practice never fails. Its effects and blessings are immediate. While performing this practice, after reciting the Durood-e-Ibrahimi, maintain your state of ablution and sit facing the Qibla. Do not engage in any conversation or idle talk during the practice. Remember, if you omit even one crucial detail, the practice will not be complete, just as a key with even one broken tooth cannot open a lock. Do not later claim that you received no benefit from the practice because every single part is essential. Additional instructions and the water component. After reciting the Durood-e-Ibrahimi as prescribed, next recite the Ism-e-Azam, also known as Al-Wahhab, one of Allah's names. This name signifies the bestower, he who bestows without requiring anything in return, giving freely and abundantly. One who gives without being asked is called Wahhab. Allah, in his name Al-Wahhab, bestows upon his creation in such a manner that he has no equal and his treasures never run out. So, dear Nazarene, make sure that today you obtain this treasure from his divine court. Whoever calls upon Allah with this attribute will have his gifts bestowed upon them without even having to ask. While it is important to ask, today you must ask for the 3 blessings I mentioned earlier. Ask for all these through this single practice, and Insha'Allah, they will be yours. These are the great benefits, but there are also many minor benefits. If I were to list them all, you would be amazed at how many doors of sustenance open. Whoever recites this Ism-e-Azam receives Allah's bounty and mercy. In fact, if you recite it according to the method I have explained, Insha'Allah, Allah will open the treasures of his gifts for you. Whatever you ask for will be granted, even that which you might forget to ask. This is the practice through which destinies are set right and fortunes are changed. Through it, sustenance is bestowed upon entire generations. This Ism-e-Azam is particularly connected with increasing sustenance. Therefore, recite this Ism-e-Azam 12 times. Then I will instruct you on the next Ism-e-Azam, known as Al-Razzaq, meaning the bestower of sustenance. Dear Nazarene, those who recite this Ism-e-Azam become immensely wealthy. Although you do not need to recite it in large numbers, its efficacy is enormous. When you recite these Asma'ul Husna together, their strength multiplies. Thus, even if your income is low, this practice can itself become a means of sustenance. It is not necessary for you to be wealthy for it to work. Even if you are destitute, poor, or in dire straits, Allah will bestow his mercy upon you. So, if you wish to become wealthy and achieve financial prosperity, try this practice. Believe me, before you even leave your seat, Allah will make you immensely wealthy. Yes, Regardless of whether you face business obstacles, marital issues, relational difficulties, domestic strife, or if creditors are harassing you, perform this practice and Insha'Allah, your debt problems will be resolved immediately. And if you wish to witness unseen help, then do this practice as you have heard. Performing it brings about unseen assistance. Thus, dear Nazarene, if anyone is facing any difficulty, this practice can be undertaken for any purpose. I have now stated the three objectives clearly: to acquire wealth, to gain abundant blessings in business, to obtain healing from illnesses. So, embrace this practice. Additionally, keep 1 glass of water with you. Use this water to give a drink to anyone in your home who is ill or distressed. And if you yourself suffer from any ailment, be it stomach pain, headache, earache, hand pain, any kind of bodily pain, or if you are enduring multiple pains at once, by the bounty and grace of Allah, Insha'Allah, you will be cured. For this practice also includes the Wazifa of Surah Al-Kawthar. More on Surah Al-Kawthar and the recitation method. Now, let me speak about Surah Al-Kawthar. But first observe the marvels of the Ism-e-Azam Al-Razzaq that I mentioned earlier. When you recite it, new avenues for sustenance open up. Means of risk arise from new places. This unique practice relieves one of all the troubles and hardships related to sustenance and, performed even once, makes a person wealthy. Through this wazifa, the paths to honor and respect are unlocked. So those of you who wish to seek new avenues of sustenance in your quest for wealth and who desire every kind of success and victory, perform this practice and witness the bounty of Allah. Dear Nazarene, you will then be in a state of continuous supplication throughout your life. Allow me to mention one more thing. We have a special supplication. Anyone who wishes to have their name included in this supplication should simply write their name once in the comment box. Insha'Allah, you will be remembered in our special supplications, because through supplications, destinies are set right. Childless people, troubled individuals, those facing hardships, the rich and the poor, men, women, children, the elderly, all can perform this practice. Anyone who wishes to perform it can do so. However, women who are in a state of impurity should not perform this practice because it is not confined to any particular day or time. It can be done on any day at any time. Just remember, whenever you perform this practice, you will receive these 3 major benefits. Now, regarding the second component, the Ism-e-Azam Al-Razzaq, recite it by counting on your fingers or on the beads of a tasbih, whichever is most convenient for you. For someone with a low income who is always afflicted by poverty, it is preferable to recite this practice after the Isha prayer or after the Fajr prayer. That is, recite it after Fajr or Isha. Dear Nazarene, you must recite this Ism-e-Azam Al-Razzaq Wazifa exactly 23 times. After that, recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, the shortest surah of the Holy Quran, as follows. Insert Surah Al-Ikhlas here if needed. Then, once again, start with Bismillah and continue as instructed. Insha'Allah, perform this wazifa and behold with your own eyes the blessings of your Lord. May Allah the Pure grant that He removes all the troubles of everyone who sees and hears and fulfill all their legitimate needs.